It's enough music. All right. See if I can get my act together. How is the recovery going? It's going. It's progressing. Basically, that's about it. It's progressing, but it's going to take more time than I thought, and you know, that kind of sucks. It's slow going. You know, I went to the doctor the other day, which I always hate going to the doctor. The best thing about doctors is there are nurses around. But I went to the doctors, and I had a blood test, a complete blood count, a liver function test, and every single thing was still high, which, really bummed me out at first because I thought, oh, I'll be all better. But, it doesn't work that way. The good thing is that the numbers are kind of trending downward, which means that I'm getting better. The bad thing is there's a couple things that the doctor said he didn't like, and that there may be some kind of bile duct damage, which, he said the only thing we can do to find out if it's something that's serious or permanent is to see what happens. Hello, everybody. Is to see what happens, to keep watching, and, take it from there. So that kind of sucks. And, I'm constantly, looking at my piss. Is my piss darker? It's not clear right now. It's starting to get dark. Oh, shit. How's my stomach feel right now? It's fun. It's big fun. I'm not sure why I need to get a second opinion, because the tests show what they show. They show that I had jaundice. They show, what's going on with my system. All the tests show about the stones in the gallbladder. Everything is consistent. So at this point, no, I don't really need a second opinion. I got 3 or 4 doctors that are all dealing with my issues, and they all agree. They all agree with what's going on. They all agree, And the doctor said to me the other day, he goes, there's a couple concerns. One is you still have the stent. I have a stent a plastic stent in my bile duct. He said, if the swelling gets too much in it, basically pushes the stent out of place, you're going to feel it. That's not a good thing. You'll be back. If it falls out of place, if it gets knocked out of place, if something gets stuck, then, it's not a good thing. So I'm really leery about what I'm eating, and, I don't want to eat a lot of hard, chunky items. Not that I really do, but it just kind of, it's there in the back of your head. So, yeah, I think the doctors are really good. They've done their best to from what I've seen. And they're supposed to talk to, oh, Jesus. Listen, I'm not into all this fucking, it's this, oh, they've done everything wrong. I don't look at it that way. So far, everything that's been taken care of, I've verified with a couple of other people, other doctors, and everything is on the up and up, okay? These are not doctors that, were trained in some jungle hut. These are doctors that were trained at some of the best hospitals in the United States or in the world or wherever, even in Thailand. And so I'm not really concerned about that. And I don't have time to be fucking worrying about that shit. The reality is, it is what it is. And, it could be a serious issue, or it could just be something that I'll get over. But, I'm expecting to get over it in a couple of weeks, maybe a month. And from what I understand now, this could be a 6-month process. I have to go back in and get the stent taken out. which means another surgery, which means this time my fucking insurance isn't going to cover it. And they're not exactly being helpful. You know, of course, they're out for their best interests. They're not out for my interest. Thanks a lot, Soy Dog Cowboy. You know, they said that both issues, the gallbladder and the bile duct, were linked, and the doctor said they're not linked. And so then when I called up the insurance company and said, hey, listen, my doctors say that it's not linked. They're not linked. They're separate issues. One could happen without the other. They said, oh, well, our doctors said that it is linked. And I said, but your doctors work for you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's like the prisoners guarding the prison, you know. Yeah, that's going to do real good. That makes me feel good. So now I've got an envelope full of papers that I got to overnight to them to try to get them to separate it. And it's not all that much money, the difference, but it could be. And, you know, then I have to try to get them to, if it's after a certain period of time, maybe they'll cover the surgery, but I don't know. Yeah, this is the other thing. The insurance doctors just get the paperwork, they hear what they hear, and they go, oh yeah, this is what it is. The doctors are looking at me. They know the pain I was in. They know, you know, I don't know why it wouldn't be covered, but you know what? I'm so fucking irritated by this insurance company and their mentality. I mean, I got on the phone with the person. I was like, listen, I need to speak to somebody who's in charge of disputes, complaints, blah, blah, blah. Do you have a manager or something? Sir, we go by the government guideline. I said, listen, I don't give a fuck about all that. If you can tell, I'm a little hot about it. It fucking pisses me off. Just because, out of principle, it pisses me off. Well, it's not Bupa anymore. They were bought out by Aetna, which is just as fucking bad, in my opinion. Ugh. You're going to get a fucking lawyer for 10,000 baht? I mean, really. Fucking lawyer will cost me more than anybody else. Well, they haven't been because I haven't had anything major happen. Everything that has happened has been relatively minor, and they've taken good care of me for the most part. But once you come to a surgery, forget about it. So I'm looking at other insurance companies, and I'm looking at travel insurance, all kinds of other things to supplement it, and also things that take pre-existing conditions. And, you know, that's a little bit pricey. And, you know, I only got so much money to go around. I wouldn't be fucked because I'd be in the VA hospital, which maybe I'd be fucked anyway, but I wouldn't be paying anything. I'd be paying nothing. But, you know, the issue is, well, when I fly home, by the time I fly home and stay there, and I'm, you know, you're talking about a couple grand. The difference from what I should have paid and what it was paid is about 10 or 12,000 baht. The amount for everything was something like, how much? Almost $20,000. Yeah, the thing with travel insurance is it's not that expensive, but, you know, you got to be out of the country. So I need to go out of Thailand and say, I'm going to be visiting Thailand. And then technically, I live here, you know. Although I'm still an American citizen, I can say, fuck you, I live in America. But then they have certain criteria that you have to meet. And so, you know, that's another thing. And the other thing is that I just don't, I mean, like, me talking like this, it takes something out of me. You know, by the time that this stream is over, I'll be tired. I mean, I'm usually a little bit, you know, I feel it a little bit just from yakking to everybody but once this is over, I'll be pretty tired. I mean, I'll be knackered. William Russell, there's William Russell. And they're excellent. I mean, they are fucking awesome, but they are expensive, man. Back 15 years ago, I had them for me and my 2 kids, and I had no pre-existing conditions, and I was like at $300, $320 a month when I decided to, well, I just couldn't pay them anymore. It was just too much money. I understand that they'll do that, but that's why there are travel companies that you can, for additional fee, you can add pre-existing conditions. I mean, I've been looking for quite some time, but I'm not going to lie. I don't want to lie because I don't want to get into a situation where they go, oh, you owe $30,000, you need to pay us. And I'm like, okay, my insurance is going to pay. And the insurance goes, oh, well, on August 22nd, you had surgery and, you know, you lied on your application. I don't want to get into that kind of bullshit, you know. Yeah, there are insurance companies. I mean, you know, you just have to, you got to pay. And this is the problem. Fucking A, man. It's like, you know, yeah, Seven Corners does. But who wants to, I mean, you know, it's like, I don't know. I'm thankful that I had the insurance that I had. Otherwise, I would have been completely fucked because I don't have $20,000. And you know, I would have been like, okay, I can pay you $50 a month for the rest of my life. And yeah. I don't need Obamacare. Why the fuck would I want Obamacare when I have the VA coverage? VA counts as Obamacare for as long as fucking Obamacare is, you know. I don't need coverage in the United States. That's what I'm saying. I don't need coverage. I mean, what the fuck would that have done for me here? It wouldn't have done a fucking thing. I mean, yeah, I could have flown over, but I was in an emergency situation. So when you're... Shit, where's my water at? Hey, Nikki! Or Alex! Need water. Oh, yeah. I'm sick of hearing about Obamacare. Fuck. I'm sick of hearing about Obama. Jesus Christ. I don't care. I really don't give a shit right now. Can you do me a favor? Can you get me a water? Like a nice cold water, please? I really, you know, I don't give a shit about what's going on in the United States unless it really affects Americans to their core. And while Obamacare does affect people, there ain't a fucking thing I can do about it, and everything that I can do, I've done already. Aside from protesting about it, you know, or heckling Obama, you know. Holly, I think I know your... I now know who you really are. Doesn't really matter, though. You know, your identity is safe with me. They would have done something for me in the United States. I guarantee you they would have. However, I don't know what would have happened after the initial care. They may have said, okay, we're going to have to make an appointment and blah, 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 blah. And then, you know, the thing is, something happens to me like happened a couple weeks after my gallbladder surgery. And then the next thing you know, I'm like begging them to see me. And I don't want to have to do that. I'm not going to say who you are. I'll tell you offline. So, you know, I'm grateful that I'm getting better, but I still feel like shit. And, you know, it's a bit boring. Just, I mean, really, I've stuck to home, and I've gone to the mall a couple of times, but my kids have gone with me, you know, make sure everything's cool. I don't have some episode where I fall down on the floor and everybody's looking at me going, look at the farang! Wow! You know. So, I'm getting a little bit antsy. I want to get the fuck out of here. I was gonna, I had told myself on Friday, I said, you know, I'm gonna go somewhere. I'm gonna stream from being outside, and I just thought, do I really want to sit in traffic? Do I really want to go somewhere just to sit and piss away some money on coffee or some little sweet that I could have at home and it wouldn't cost me anything, you know, or it just cost me whatever I paid? Dennis, what's happening? You know, I mean, I was like, no, I don't really feel like doing that. And that's the thing. I mean, I'll get done here, and I'm selling off some stuff that I have because, first of all, obviously, you know, I want to make money. But second of all, because I need to get some new equipment, and I need to have some more cash because of these last two surgeries. Yeah, I mean, you know, see, this is the thing. I'm not someone who wants to jump on the, you know, bash the VA bandwagon, but I know that it can be a little bit frustrating to deal with them because I've already had some of the frustrations. I've already went through some of them. But, you know, for everything that you say, they're a huge organization. This is the thing that people don't remember or they don't consider sometimes. It's just like, oh, well, you know, I don't know. Canada's got such great health care, or, you know, Sweden can do this and do that. But, you know, America is a different entity. And it's a huge country compared to, say, Sweden. You know, so I think they need to make some changes. A cardiologist at U of M. Wow. Huh. What was the cardiologist's name? So anyway, yeah, you know, between the insurance and, you know, I still want to go to Kakabarazzi, but Longhorns and I have been talking about it. And first of all, there's no way in hell in my condition I could do anything. I mean, I can barely walk around the mall right now. You know, I got to take breaks because I get tired. But I know he's trying to get healthier, and I'm working towards it, slowly but surely. And that is something I still want to do, and I still want to do the Africa trip. And my buddy said, hey, do you think you'll be ready by April? And I said, I hope so. And I still don't know where we're going to go. I have a few ideas, but I don't know. You know. I haven't had a chance to think about that kind of stuff. I haven't really given a shit about YouTube or anything, to be completely honest. All I've cared about is, do I feel like eating? And, you know, like, I'm eating, but it doesn't have the same effect. It doesn't have the same, there's no joy to the food, aside from ice cream and apple juice. Those are the only things that I get joy from when I eat right now. Which kind of sucks. But the doctor said, you know, that's something too that should come back. I should get my appetite back. I should, you know. So, anyway. Hopefully I'll be able to So how often are you getting your blood testing? Well, I just had my blood tested the other day, and I got to go back in about 3 weeks or so. So, and I was surprised. I was like, oh, the blood test, it's going to cost like maybe 600-700 baht. Fuck, man, it was like 2,300 baht. I was like, get the fuck out of here. It's for a fucking blood test? Fucking doctors were 500 baht, They were cheap. The doctors were cheap, but it was the blood test. I was like, son of a bitch. Tell me how much this blood test is? In Thailand? Yeah, I got to go to another hospital. I got to go to some, cut-rate hospital or something. Was this gallbladder duct issue? Had nothing to do with it. Absolutely nothing. In fact, I might have lost more weight because of the gallbladder or duct issue. Because actually I do remember not having a great appetite when I was there in Koh Chang. But I can tell you that my weight is the lowest it's been since I had a fight, which was almost 18 years ago. And I'm eating pretty much within reason. I'm eating whatever I want. I'm not going crazy, but I'm still eating ice cream. I'm eating toast with butter. This morning I had some quid tio, and I just feel like I don't even really want to eat that, but then I'm like, Jesus Christ, I can't eat another fucking meal of sea bass or Japanese sweet potato. How many fucking times can I eat that stuff? You know what I mean? Like, I get just sick of it. No peanut butter. Oh, Jesus. There's a full tub of peanut butter there. My wife uses it to make, like, I don't know, muffins and all kinds of other shit. And I'm like, there's no way I'm going to open this thing up and have a piece of, I'm not going to have any peanut butter and jelly or I'm not going to have any peanut butter. Yeah, no, you're right. I got myself into a lot better shape than I had been before. And now I kind of feel like, I'm not in shape, stamina-wise. I know what it takes to get back in shape, and I know how I feel. And let me tell you, the first 4 or 5 days after I was done with surgery, I felt like I don't care if I fall apart. I don't care if I fucking croak. I don't give a shit because I just fucking hurt that much, and I felt so shitty that I was like, so this is what it's like when you get really old and you get to the end. You just go, fuck, I'm fucking tired, man. I just want to go to sleep. I don't care if I wake up or not. I don't want to feel this shit anymore, But now I don't feel that way. I feel like, hey, better get your ass up. That's the only choice I have, Just get up and just keep doing what I can. Yeah, man. I want to write a book on aging, on, my view on aging. I want to write a whole fucking book on it. Seriously, before I croak, but I want to wait until I get a little older. There's still people out there, oh, you're like a little spring chicken. You're not that old. Oh, shut the fuck up. Fucking crash your motorcycle 3 times, fall from the 4th floor, take a pounding in the ring and out of the ring, fucking get your gallbladder removed, get your crack your spleen, do all these things, and then tell me about it. And then, you got all these, I have all these bone issues and all this other shit. Then you can tell me about how young I am. Mentally I'm still fine. Most of the time. But, getting old, I don't find it to be very joyful as far as physically. Waking up in the morning going, oh, fuck, Inflammation. Too much inflammation. So, but it'll come. It'll come because I'm starting to get to feeling like I wanted to I'm not going to do it yet, but I want to get back into the routine where I'm doing calisthenics. I'm doing, push-ups and leg lifts, and I don't want to jump rope, but, just jumping jacks, all kinds of stuff like squats, something like that. Oh man, I hope it doesn't hurt to pee. Right now, I'm in that, like I said before, I'm in that mode where I take a piss and I look at my piss, going, "How dark is it?" If it's really, really dark, then it freaks me out because, then I got to look at my hands and look at my face and look at my eyes and, is jaundice setting in? Fuck. Anyway, so, I feel kind of bummed that I didn't get to do the Myanmar trip the way that we wanted to do it. Oof. Yeah. Oh, what happened? Wow. I feel you, man. 2/3 of your pancreas. That sucks, man. You lost your spleen. See, they were contemplating taking out my spleen when I had my motorcycle accident. It's nobody likes being in pain. Nobody likes being injured, but it's a part of life. Unfortunately, it's like saying, like I said the other day, yeah, I'm not back to 100% yet. Well, fuck, I haven't been 100% in years. And that's the thing. Sometimes, there are certain people who have said to me, "Why are you so grouchy all the time?" And I'm like, "Because I'm in fucking pain, you idiot. How many fucking times do I have to tell you that?" I feel like shit. I'm in pain. And I don't like it. Who does? You know what I mean? Like, get me on that thing where I can push the button for morphine and I'm a little bit better. That was the first time when morphine didn't do a damn thing. Not a thing. But, there were times when it did help. So, but anyway, I'm getting rid of some stuff. Some stuff that I had, some stuff that someone gave me. Hey, Jared, how you doing? Some stuff that somebody gave me because they just it conjured up too many bad memories for them. Scuba gear. What else? Camera gear. Body armor, which I was unaware of just how expensive that fucking body armor was. Yeah, I got to do something because I'm bored out of my skull. So I'm trying to get rid of all this stuff through some of the Thai sites and on eBay. But hopefully if I can get some of that stuff, I'll get some equipment. I'll have some time to recuperate. I'll have some money to travel. And, it just helps. Every little bit helps. So that's kind of where my focus is right now. And, my wife, this last time, was it this time? Or was it the time before? No, it was this last time. She was away. She had flown to Phuket. She had to do a couple days, a business trip for a couple days. And then when I called and said, I got to go in, I don't remember if it was the first time or the second time she flew back. I think it was maybe Longhorns remembers, but I think it was the second time. I don't know. Anyway, she flew back. Cut her trip short. Like a good wife should do. She flew back. She was there for me. And so now she's got to go back and make up all the time that she missed, and she's got to do a bunch of things, which kind of sucks. But it also allows me to have time to myself where I don't got to listen to her, yelling at me about what I'm eating, or which maybe that's a good thing, but or worried about this or worried about that. It's like, fuck, man, just let me focus on what I'm doing, which is making money, making sure that everything's okay, and getting healthy. Getting healthy first. That's I think the first priority. So anyway, I got one of these. It's just sitting there. It's a Technolite 2 waterproof. This thing fucking. What if how old the battery is in it? I didn't put the battery in it. Gerber, multi-tool, I got all kinds of shit I'm getting rid of. We're actually clearing out our house. We're like throwing away old clothes. Like the kids got baby clothes and stuff. We're throwing them in a bag. They're either going in the garbage or they're going to. They have a little truck that drives by and they pick up stuff for like kids at the temple or Goodwill, kind of a Goodwill thing. So we've all been going through our stuff, and like I've thrown some clothes in the garbage because they got holes in them and stuff. Nobody wants to wear my underwear with holes in them. So we're doing a mass, like I said for a while, minimalizing, and I want to get to the point where like I have like 3 pair of underwear, 4 pair of underwear, like 3-4 shirts, 2 pairs of jeans, a couple shorts, and that's it, man. I don't, you can wash the stuff real quick. It's quick drying, that kind of stuff. I just want to. I got too much junk, man. And then, I try to travel that way, but then the other thing is that I got. Cameras, and I'm going to use this camera for this and this camera for that, and it just fucking adds up. Well, that's true. The less shit you have, the freer you feel. I try to tell that to my wife, so she's been going through her clothes and stuff and getting rid of them. If you haven't worn it in a year, most of the time you're not going to. So that's what I'm trying to do, because first of all, it lightens the load on me. Second of all, like right now, I'm wearing, what are these? These are the Tommy Bahamas. Tommy Bahama shorts. They got the mesh inside. They're a swimsuit. But you can wear them as shorts. Nobody knows the fucking difference. So I love wearing them, because you're flopping around free. You bring those with you on a trip. You bring a pair of those with you on a trip. You can go swimming. You can go walking around. Say your underwear hasn't dried. Go walking around. You're fine. Let's see here. What do I got? It doesn't fit in the messenger bag. It doesn't go. Yeah, it's a little different when you got a family. Obviously, kids, they need their stuff. I got a printer. I've got all kinds of stuff that. Hang on a second here. I got stuff that I've had with for years. Yesterday I went through my colognes and little lotions that I've got, that came with the cologne or that I bought or whatever it is. I had how many? Right now I got Dolce & Gabbana, Tommy Bahamas, and Burberry. And yesterday I had 3 times that. I had 6 colognes. Now I got 3. I got rid of 3. I gave them to my kids. I gave one of them. My wife likes one of them for some reason. I actually bought it for her, but I used it. Yeah, well, you weren't here. The kids were here. I don't know. Maybe I'll still give one away. I'll throw it in with the shirt. You know, of course, it's you know, like 2/3 of the way through. It's empty. 2/3 of the way empty. But I managed to clean that all up, and that's something that I'm working on. Throwing out my junk. I mean, I got boxes and boxes and boxes of stuff that I bought, and I'm like, wait a minute, the warranty's over on this. Let me throw this shit out, you know. I'm still working on the drone. The other day, you know, when I first looked, the remote controller was like $150 plus shipping. Now the thing's like $230. So there must be a shortage. It's irritating. Gotta fucking. That's another thing. You know, I got shit that you know. It's like, well, if you, I mean, so for those that care, I booked my ticket officially. Oh, okay, all right. November 14th. Oh, November 14th. Oh, all right. Well, so you won't be around for the birthday soiree. Actually, people who sell used remote controllers don't give a shit about the patent. You know, they don't care. Hey, where's Lori? What's up with Lori? Lori hasn't. I sent her a message the other day. She didn't even read it, which is not like her. So maybe she's not around in her little area. Yeah, she didn't even read it yet. So maybe she's traveling somewhere. She's got somewhere to go. She'll be here though in. She'll be here soon. Yeah, I mean, you know, listen. I'm happy to be alive. Seriously, I am. And, you know, I don't know what it is, but like the other day I saw this show on, what was it? I don't know how you say it. Gabon. You know, Gabon on the west. I think it's West Africa. Western Africa. And I was like, fuck, I want to go there. Then I'm like, what the fuck am I thinking, man? I'm going to go there, catch yellow fever, or some fucking deadly malaria or worse, you know. I don't understand what it is that drives me to go to places like this. Even, you know, Myanmar. I know I'm going to get better. I do know. But yeah, it is difficult to... It's difficult to see it. It's, you know, like at the end of the rainbow. You know, I got to walk the Yellow Brick Road right now. That's how I feel. You know, I don't feel all that bad. I just feel weak. You know, I just feel like, fuck, man, I got no energy. And then I'll start feeling good and I'll get some little pain or something. I'll be going, fuck, what the fuck's going on, you know? Or I'll eat some food and my stomach feels like shit. And I'm like, oh, man. You know, and I feel like Shitty Billy now. I better get near a toilet because, you know, if nature calls, it's nature waits for no one, you know. And that's the last thing I need, to be out in the middle of the mall or out on the street somewhere and I take a dump all over myself. Hey, you guys you're in New York, huh, Soy Dog Cowboy? You ever heard of a guy named Ricky Powell? I'm just curious. I'm curious to know because he's a New York type celebrity, and not many people know him aside from that and photography, and maybe a few people in that are into old like hip hop. See, where's that picture? Let me see if I can come up with this photo me. I told my wife I like these shoes today, and she's like, they're too young for you. I'm like, oh, thanks a lot, man. Hang on. They're Converse. And I used to wear Converse when I was a kid. Shit, can you even... I guess I have to screenshot it. Yeah, you know, homeboy throw in the towel. Your girl got dicked by Ricky Powell. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Well, he's the reason... Where's it at? Oh, I can't take it off right now. He's the reason I started using this one particular camera, because it's like a point and shoot. You know, and he was like, hey, it's the camera that he's holding in the video where he goes, where he says, you know, how, you know, he got snubbed by some chick in tie-dye pants or something. I forget what the fuck it was he said. But he had this camera, and I was like, oh, man, that looks like a fucking dope camera. I want to try it out. And so I got it. Now it's like, I don't want to get rid of that one. There's like, all the cameras I got, I really don't give a shit about most of them. I like the Nikon F2, but it's fucking heavy. I mean, it's like, you get a workout from carrying that fucking thing around. It's a great camera, but it's just a fucking beast, man. But the other one, the one I'm talking about, the Minolta AF2, is a fucking gem, man. I mean, that thing is badass. All right, let me see something here. Now it's got to make it this big ordeal where I've got to find this fucking shoe. I don't give a shit what she says. I mean, I see old guys wearing Keds. Oh, he finally fucking redid his website. But he hasn't put up the shoes yet. No, he hasn't. I don't think he's really photographed a whole lot in the last fucking how many years, I don't know. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I mean, you know, I don't even know exactly where he was. I mean, I like to hang out with a guy and go shoot New York with him. Yeah, fuck off, Longhorns. No, not high tops. Let me get this fucking thing, man. I want to check it out. To me, they're fucking cool, man. I mean, you know, if you wear them with a pair of jeans, they're all right, man. Let me see here. God damn it. Here we go. Ah, you fucking bitch. All right, I'm just going to take the fucking snapshot of this bad boy. That's one thing. You can't save as. Maybe I can. No, you can't. You can't save from fucking Instagram. Bam. Saved. All right, let me do this here. Let me see if I can get this bad boy on here. You ran out to a tenant. Oh. All right, let me see what I got here. Where's this fucking thing at? Image. You know, I haven't been online for a week, and I'm already like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. What happened to it? Desktop? Yeah, here we go. Alright. Let's fucking check these bad boys out. You guys tell me, am I too old to wear these, or is my wife just full of shit? Because that's what I think. There you go. I like those, you know? I mean, to me, those are cool. And I'm not like, you know, riding this fucking jock because I like the camera that he used and I like those shoes. I just, you know, maybe if well, I don't even know. I have to go see if I can get them from Converse. I don't think they're all that expensive because Converse is not that expensive. Not here in Thailand, at least. But yeah, I like those. But he's old as fuck now. I'm surprised because, you know, like in the video he made where he's talking about photography, it's called Everything Street, which I think Longhorns watched it with me. He doesn't look that old, but now you look at him and Jesus Christ, man, he's like got the fucking full-on Santa Claus beard. You know, which is something that, you know, like, I'm like, all right, I think it's about time to, I'd like to be up at the beach, but yeah, the commute. Fuck that. I don't know. You know, I used to have about 20 pairs of shoes. Now I got like 4. And I only really wear 1 or 2 of them. The other day I wore my North Face boots that I tried to have replaced. I glued the motherfuckers. I forgot all about it. The sole came off. Hadn't even worn them that much. And the sole came off, so I glued the shit out of them with crazy glue, or elephant glue here. And now they're all right. What the fuck? What's this? What's this I'm getting? What the fuck? How cheap are these? I can't even see. This is another thing. You know, I'm getting to be fucking old, man. My glasses. Fucking glasses are all fucked up. Oh, there we go. See? Glasses fell apart yesterday while I'm out, so I go out and buy these shitty Billy specials. These are those like little magnifying kind of reader kind of thingies, reading glasses. All right, I don't see the. Come on. Yeah, but these are not. These are cheap. Oh, these are not cheap. Fuck, I thought it was 109. I thought we were just looking at bought. Okay, I like the ones outside, inside, but you don't have the price on those. Let me see on the next one. Maybe it has it on those. Flying Vans. Okay. Yeah, but see, I'm not gonna wear this shit. Even Bruce Lee shit. Am I paying $100 for a pair of slip-on Vans that has Bruce Lee on them? No, it's not gonna happen. Who's that? Me. Well, wait a minute. I'm streaming. What are you doing? Are you dressed? Huh? Yeah, I don't see the ones that I like there, but that, yeah, you know what? They ain't that, well, they're not that expensive, I guess, compared to, you know, getting a pair of Nikes or something like that, but I mean, still, it's like, Jesus Christ, man. Lee Little Dragon Vans Classic Slip-On, $100. I got a pair of Nikes. I ain't burning them because of that, but, you know, I'm not going to be, I don't like that shit. Motherfucker needs to stand up, show some fucking respect. He wants to do something else, do it outside of the fucking context of the NFL. I got no respect for that motherfucker. I don't give a shit what's happening. You think white people never get fucked with by the cops? I mean, obviously there are some differences, but get the fuck out of here. This is not how you go about doing it. You don't go on my time, if I'm watching the NFL, and fuck with me by kneeling. Because that's what he does. He fucks with Americans. Yeah, well, I mean, that's what I mean. And then here Nike is jumping on the fucking bandwagon. Typical fucking monster organization. Gotta make a buck. They remind me of fucking starved fucks. I mean, I guess I'd pay $100 for those shoes. That's 3,000 baht. I'd probably pay it, you know. Yeah, but you know, he feels obligated to you know, stand up for, you know, African Americans and all this other shit. But you know what? You want to stand up for it, then stand up for it, but do it outside of the context of the fucking NFL. When people go there and all they want to do is Converse 1-star Lazada about 2,700. Oh, okay. Thanks, Fidelity. What's happening with you, Fidelity? I was going to email you the other day. I'm wondering, you know, how you're doing. I haven't heard any. I've got to get back to Bangkok soon. It's killing me. I haven't heard any of that lately. I'm wondering what's happening with you. What? What are you doing? No. Is that what she wanted? Is she dressed?
Yes.
Oh, well. She could have came in here then. Yeah, I'm drinking lots of water. This is disgusting. I'd take them Chuck Taylors over Vans. Just because I like them. I mean, I don't want to... Oh, shit, man. I don't... as much as I like Bruce Lee, and I do like him. Always have. I don't want a pair of shoes, where I'm like, he's my hero. On my feet. I just don't want it. And I like the fact, okay, it's a star. It's not like, I don't know, something about plastering somebody's logo all over. Yeah, New Balance is pretty good. I've owned a couple pair of those. My wife's going to get some shoes for our kids. And she's got to get a pair of running shoes for her. And, I was telling her some shoes to get, and Nike were not in there. Let's see if I can read with these damn things. These are just a little bit... If I'm looking like this, they're great. They're 2 times the... Actually, they're not great. Maybe these are just small. Now, these are okay. Yeah, this is good. These are $299 baht. They make all this money. I'm coming up with. They won't double the little Chinese kids out. Yeah, well. Well, I think I'm done with Nike myself. I mean, I don't have any desire. I would rather buy Asics than Nike. And I do need a nice pair of, well, we used to call them tennis shoes, but trainers, whatever you want to call them. And I need a pair of like walking around shoes. I need to, I need my wardrobe needs to be a little bit upgraded. But right now, I'm not in that position. It's yeah. I got this surgery coming up, supposedly in the next couple of months. It's 3-4 months. It's not a big deal, really. I mean, I guess I don't know. They're not cutting me. I don't know if it'll take anything out of me again, but I hope not. So, I'm kind of like I feel like I'm in limbo. What am I going to do? I mean, I guess I could I could start walking in another month or two, try hiking up in Chiang Mai somewhere. I could probably do that. Yeah, I wouldn't wear these Bruce Lee shoes. Vans, Bruce Lee slip-on. I wouldn't wear them. I wouldn't wear the high tops either with them. It's not going to happen. It's never going to happen. Be water, my friend. I'll use his little stickers in line, but I won't, I may. I mean, I don't know. I may do it. I don't know. I'm still in the mode right now where I'm like, I'm trying to edit as many videos as I can so that I get ahead and I don't have to think about the videos, and maybe I stream once a week, and then get back to say twice a week, and I do something that I really enjoy doing. I don't want to just sit here unless I feel like sitting here, which is what I feel like doing right now. But I need to be doing stuff. I need to be living, man, because one thing that after I got out of surgery, especially the second time, it's made me think I need to hurry up. I need to get some stuff done in my life. I need to achieve some of my goals, because there may come a time in the next 5 years, 10 years, or even a year where I'm not physically capable of doing some things, especially if my health isn't good. So, I want to get as much done as I can. I'm really glad that we did go to Myanmar for the show, and we got to, see some stuff and do some stuff, but would I really like to have gone to Orwell's house and go way up north and have done all that stuff. I would have really liked to have done that, but maybe, I don't know. Longhorns, I mean, when are you supposed to leave again? I don't remember. I can't remember fucking what I ate yesterday. Is it like February? No caves for me. Yeah, man. I mean, I've always felt like I got to get stuff done. I got to go here. I got to go there. End of January. Okay. I don't know. Maybe we can go there before then. Depends on the surgery and how I'm doing. And it would have sucked if I was in the middle of even just like the city of Putao, and I would have been like, oh, I got to get to yeah. I would have been like, shit, I got to get on a helicopter or something, get the fuck out of here, or I'm going to die. Yeah, you know what it is one thing that I thought of is, I don't, and even before the surgeries, I kind of felt this way, just because I was getting older and just because all the bullshit that goes on sometimes. I just felt like, man, what is important to me? The only thing that's important is my family and my friends. I don't give a fuck about anything else. I'm not like somebody who's got to be filthy rich and, be driving around the latest and the greatest, or even wearing, the fanciest clothes. Fuck, man, if I have one nice shirt that I go out in once in a while, that's fine for me because I'm not going out all that much. You know what I mean? But I'd rather do things and see things than anything else, have the experiences with my family, with my kids, with my friends. I don't have a whole lot of friends. I can count all my friends in the world on like one hand, maybe two. As long as we're, secure here, then that's fine. To him, you should walk across Thailand. But after this last ordeal, I just feel like, you know what? I mean, like, even, yes, I care about my family, I care about my friends, but you know what? I care about the shit that I want to get done and what I want, whether it's for me, only for me, or for my family or for my friends. I want to get it done, whether they like it or not. I want to do it. I want to do things I want to go out doing it my way, Oh, island hop. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, that can be fun. I've done that before. Most of the time I use the Krabi as the jumping off point, but metal detecting, huh? Oh, you're one of those guys who walks around with the metal detector. I mean, I can see that could be fun. Especially, oh, well, you know what? If you scuba dive, I should show you some of the shit that I got. I have some stuff. I've scuba dived since I was, I don't know, I think I was 16. I got certified. And I have some stuff that was given to me, and I also have some old stuff of mine. But I got like 3 regulators. What is it? Scuba Pro. What the fuck's it called? I think it's called Scuba Pro. I got 3 regulators. I think I got 3 pairs of fins. I've got a mask, snorkel. I've got 2 weight vests, you know, the buoyancy vests. What else do I got? I've got I thought I had a knife, big ass knife somewhere. Maybe that was mine. I don't remember. Okay, man, you take it easy. Yeah, positive thoughts. That's a good thing. I've got to remember that. Because I don't always have positive thoughts, believe me. I try. But I get in my shitty moods. What time is it? 10 o'clock. All right. I got about 30 minutes. Yeah, I mean, I got a lot of equipment. And I think actually that this light, it's a waterproof, it's mainly meant for scuba diving. I don't know how good it is or anything like that, but I think they're discontinued now. They're out of production. I think the company shut down Technolite, but it's like almost like Pelican. The Pelican stuff. So I got all this stuff, and for the next, well, as long as it takes to get rid of this shit, hopefully, you know, I'll make enough money to well, shit, I don't know if I'll make enough money to pay for the operation, the surgery. It depends on how much it costs. There's 2 little cameras that I want to get. And I got to get rid of all my other camera equipment, or at least a lot of it. So, you know, I got my hands full just doing this shit. You know. I do like that light. Got a little mini mag light. I got all kinds of little stuff laying around. I used to like the big mag lights, but mini mag light. I don't even remember this one. I don't know how long I've had this one. Anyway, so that's what I'll be doing with my time. So we're going to have Lori, Mr. Billy, me, and I forgot there was somebody else coming. Oh, my buddy Set the Stun and his girl, and then I think there's one other person. So there'll be like 4 or 5 people here. And I think we're going to have a little birthday soiree somewhere, or I don't know. I don't really want to think about it. I'm fine with just having a little piece of, oh shit, a little piece of cake. You know. Watch a movie and fall asleep like an old man. Stream my birthday party. Oof. You know, I think the streaming, aside from me sitting like right here in front of the camera, I think that most of the streaming that I do needs to be, you know, hey, I'm in this temple in Cambodia. Hey, I'm on this river in Myanmar. Hey, I'm on the Chao Phraya in Thailand. I think I need to kind of stick to that. And I think that's kind of the best way for me to stream. Because, you know, contrary to what I say, well, yeah, I like to make money and you know, it's important. It's not the only thing. And, you know, like if I'm going to do something, I mean, you know, listen, I can sit here and talk about me getting better. I can, you know, I can shoot the shit here, but quite frankly, for me, I mean, you know, not that I don't like talking to people, but it gets a little boring. It gets boring for me sitting at home. I lived in Florida and I lived in California. And I lived in New York when I was really young. So, Dennis, what's going on with you, man? Everything's peachy clean. These fucking glasses, what it is. I'm gonna need to go to the ophthalmologist. Fucking glasses fall apart. You know, I'll tell you something. You know, these are the glasses I got right now. Now, these things, they were about $150. And the other pair was $150. You know, you get like 2 pair for about $330 or something like that. Right? And I'm not happy with the other pair because I can't fucking see with the things. They're like a pair of sunglasses that, they're glasses inside that are clear and then they turn into sunglasses when you go outside and they work really good. But the fucking chick, she did my eyes again. I'm like, listen, follow the fucking prescription that the doctor gave me. And, you know, I don't know if she did or not, but I got to go back to the, whatever it is, get my eyes checked. And so those are in good shape because I just don't wear them that much. These things have fallen apart. So then the other day, I go in and I tell the girl, I said, listen, the screw came out. Can you put this back in for me? Now, there was another girl at this place that was there when my wife and I bought the kids their glasses, and I got my glasses and stuff the last time. And the girl she was cool. She was very nice. And then I went in there and I said, hey, the thing fell apart. I lost the screw, blah, blah, blah. She fixed it up right away. I go in there again. They got this new chick in there. Ugly? I mean ugly. And I don't mean ugly like necessarily just by looks. Just her personality. I go in there and I was like, you know, I bought these glasses here. I'm speaking to her in Thai. These glasses and, you know, the screw came out. Can you fix them for me? She goes over and she just goes, gives them back to me. You know, like, you're not buying anything, you fucking cheap cunt. I'm like, wait a minute, I did buy these here. I bought them here like fucking 4, 5, 6 months ago. Get the fuck out of here. So then the other day I was in the area and I had my glasses. They were in my pocket. I pull them out. They're in the case. Pull them out. And I go, fuck me. The fucking screw came out again. I'm like, oh, you son of a bitch. I'm like, you know, maybe the frame's fucked up. But I'm like, all right, let me go in. I go over. I go to the girl. This time, she doesn't say one fucking word to me. I said, the glasses, they came apart again. And I gave them to her. I'm trying to be very, cop, fucking kissing her ass. That's why I don't like saying cop all the time. Yeah, I used to use Zenny all the time, to be honest, and maybe I will use them again. There's some good online optical companies there, you know, that you can get, and you pay a little bit more money than, say, Zenny, and you get some fucking fantastic glasses, but I don't know. It's always good to just get them within a day or two. But even with Zenny, you get them pretty quick. May have to use them again. But anyway, so I give her the glasses. I just go, oh, can you fix these for me, please? You know, they need to be fixed, you know. Can you put the screw back in for me? She goes, she turns away from me. Fucking gets her screwdriver and starts screwing it in there. And then she just goes, hands them to me. Not hands them, she just puts them down on the table. And I just took them from her. And I said, when I was walking out, as I was walking out, I go, aren't you the friendly one? Customer service oriented, baby. Yeah, you are. And I was like, I thought to myself, you fucking ugly pig of a woman. Fucking pig. I mean, not a good looking woman to start with. But just the way she treated me, I thought, what the fuck? This bitch is on the rag, Big time. This is why guys say shit like that. Oh, she's on the rag. Because she's just being a royal fucking cunt. No friendliness, no politeness, no sawadee-ka. Nothing. Just fat, fucking ugly, pasty-faced, fucking too much makeup looking bitch. Fake eyelashes, you know, thinking she's hot shit with her fat fingers and a bunch of gold rings on her finger. And then she's got an attitude with me. I'm like, you got an attitude with me, bitch? I should have an attitude with you. You fucking sell me these frames. They last for 6 months. The fucking screws fall out. This is like the fucking third pair I've had, and the screw falls out every fucking time. I ain't going back. So, for you to give me a fucking attitude, pull the fucking big rod out of your fucking asshole and stop being a cunt. Because that's what she was. I just think to myself, what the fuck? But, you know, there's going to be people like that. This is not, you know, it's not a Thai thing. You get that shit in the United States. I mean, Jesus Christ. Last time I went into McDonald's in the United States, I just had my head bitten off by some fucking 350-pound woman who didn't want to let me take a piss. I'm like, honey, I'll buy a fucking burger if I can take a piss in the toilet. I mean, get the fuck out of here. So, I'm right back on track. Oh, God. Anyway. Zenny gives you extra screws and a screwdriver. Yeah. Yeah, they give you the case. They give you the... Well, I mean, you know, I usually get the case and the cleaning cloth. And I do have the little screwdrivers. I had a whole set of them, you know, like small screwdrivers and stuff like that. I don't have any extra screws. Now, I don't know, but I think that the screw, where the screw goes in, is probably a problem with it. But, you know, I feel like going back in there again and just going, hey, honey, the fucking screw came out again. Maybe you could fix this fucking frame, this piece of shit frame that I've had for 6 months, and the fucking screw can't stand it. Maybe you could get me a replacement for nothing, you fucking twat. That's what I like to say to her. But, you know, I'm actually thinking about going back in there today because I don't like, you know, listen, these things are all right, but, like, I feel like, you know, they're not for me. And even this thing, where's the fucking thing? Even this thing's got a chip in it. But, you see the fucking little thing here. Yeah, I could do that. I know if I go in the mall, there's a place, and they fixed it for me, and I was like, well, how much is it? You know, I was like, I forgot to pay $100, fuck it, you know. And they're like, oh, no, you don't have to pay, you know. So maybe I'll go to the one in the mall. But, you know, part of me wants to go and just rub it in this fucking broad's face. Hey, honey, fucking fix this for me. And if you don't fix it, I'm going to have to fucking I'm going to go as high as I can just to fuck with you. But this thing's got a chip in it. I need to buy some glasses, but, you know, all in due time. As the cash comes, things get paid for and bought, you know. And right now, that's not top priority. It's up there, but it's not top priority, which is why I bought these little Mr. Billy glasses. Clark Kent glasses. You went with the hingeless. Huh. How's that working? Yeah, I've got, like I said, I've got the screwdrivers and stuff, but, you know, I need the screws. And I need to know from somebody who gives a shit. Oh, you know what it looks like? It looks like the little place where the screws go is slightly bent. And so maybe that's what's causing the screw to continue to come out. But I don't know. Fuck it. I'll see. You know, it's not a big deal. Yes. The Kazakhstan and the Schwickstel combined with the triangle makes for a fucked up situation. Man, have you been looking at Bitcoin? Anybody been following Bitcoin? I mean, you know, I had some Bitcoin a while back. Lori, you made it. I was just getting ready to send you a message going, hey, where you been? Yeah, well, that's another thing. I've thought about the LASIKs, but I think it's even here it's fucking expensive. I don't know. How much is it in the United States, the LASIK? Yeah, that's the other thing. Try getting optical insurance or dental insurance here in Thailand. Fuck. Costs you up the yin-yang. 5K. Yeah. Here it's about 3K. Something like that. 2,500, depending on where you go. You're at work. Oh, you've been working a lot. Whatever happened with that, with the work? Are things better? $600 a pop for glasses. Fuck me. I think the most I paid for a pair of glasses is about $250. Fuck, man. Yeah. Listen, you know, Thailand, I mean, you know, for what, say what you will about the place being inexpensive in certain ways, and it is. Let's face it. I mean, some rents are very cheap. Food, still relatively inexpensive. I mean, you know, if you're a guy and you've only got, I mean, I know a guy, he was making about 20,000 baht a month from a pension, but he had money to cover his retirement visa. And he lived okay. I mean, you know, he had a wife and everything, and she was doing all right. But he was doing okay, and you know, basically he would eat Thai food most of the time, and he still had enough left over. He'd go and get a coffee once in a while with, you know, with a bunch of guys, bunch of expats or whatever. Nice guy, but I was surprised when he told me. I was going, damn, I thought you were, you know, you were at like 30, 40,000, and then you were going to get a pension, and you were going to be up at like 50 or 60. And he's like, no. So he, you know, he lived basically doing the whole thing. He's a little guy, so he doesn't, you know, probably eat all that much, but who knows? But I mean, he was, you know, he'd go to the food court and get something for 40, 50 baht, go out on the street, get something for 30 baht, go to 7-Eleven, get something for 20 baht. You spend 100 baht a day on food, you know. Well, I don't know about that, Holly. I don't know about that. I don't know if it's going to be someplace where the jet set go, because let's face facts. Unless they clean up Pattaya, and I'm talking about the ocean, it isn't ever going to be a jet set location. Phuket, it already has places that are very high end. In the other places, it is not going to get to where, you know, people are like, oh my God, let's flock to Phuket. It ain't going to happen. I don't see it happening. I just don't. Imported eye machines that cost, maybe import tax, Germany cheap for surgery. Oh. Huh. Really? Yeah. I mean, I know that every time I go in and take a fucking eye test, it costs me about $50. And, you know, you can go to one of these, you know, optical places, and the girls there will check your eyes. But, like, the last time I got my eyes checked, I was like, you know, I don't feel like this is good enough. Oh, don't worry, your eyes will get adjusted. And I'm like, no, fuck, man. Fuck, I should have just fucking listened to myself, because I knew. I mean, my reading glasses are okay. But, you know, I'm going to have to go in and do the whole thing again. So there's, you know, $400 down the fucking tube. Life costs money, you know. Yeah, exactly. I can do the eye test. You know, I can get the eye test done. 1,500 baht, 1,200 baht, whatever, 2,000 baht, whatever they do all the little tests. But then, you know, it's like I got to do them for my kids too. You know, the old lady. It's 4. It's a lot different. It's already unaffordable in some places, Holly. There are many places in Phuket that I can't afford. And there are places in Pattaya that are quite expensive to stay. I mean, you know, I wouldn't call them jet set places, but I just don't see it happening. I think Thailand is too far gone. I mean, they have, it's kind of like you have a pristine area. And then what happens is people start coming in mass, and it loses a little of its luster. It's not so pristine. And then slowly but surely, it's not pristine anymore. I mean, you know, and you already have problems with the fishing and the, you know, dynamiting and all these kind of things, and the coral and all this other kind of stuff. I don't know, you know. I don't know that it's going to ever get to that point. But then, you know, Singapore is not exactly known as, you know, hey, let's all jet set over to Singapore. Yes, people do it. They do it to Hong Kong. They do it in Hong Kong. Hey, let's go shopping for 3 days. Okay. You know, we got money. Let's go. You know. Maybe they'll do that in Thailand. I don't know. I do think that on the whole, it's modernizing, and it will be, in another 20 years, Thailand's going to be completely different than what it is now. I think it's going to lose a lot of the culture. And they're already doing it. They're doing things now. Look at, you know, Khao San Road. Look at Sukhumvit, how they've taken the vendors off. Even in my area, you should see. I'm doing a thing right now. Yeah, exactly, Longhorns. I'm doing a thing right now about how in Bangkok, there's a massive amount of construction going on. Let me do something here, because I'm going to have to go in a few minutes. My time is valuable, boys and girls. Let's see here. I thought it was because I like city life, but nothing beats being by the ocean. Yeah. Well, you know what, Fidelity? Have you tried down by Phuket and hanging out there for, you know, for a while? I mean, I don't know. Maybe if you go to certain places, you might like it. I can't stand Pattaya. I can't stand it there. I understand why some people like it there, but it's not for me. Just like the Philippines is not for me, Thailand is more for me. I'd prefer to be in Bangkok or even Phuket or Chiang Mai or Hua Hin or Cha'am or Prachuap or somewhere like that, or Krabi. I'd rather be there than be Samui. There are better islands, man, than to go than to be in Samui. There are better islands and better places, and eventually, I do think eventually that my wife and I will move somewhere. It may be another 8, 9, 10 years. I don't know. I'm okay. I'm okay. I can't complain. Let's see here. Let me see something. I mean, I could be a lot worse. What happened to this thing? Where's it at? Here we go. Let me see something here. Yeah, what is this? Man. All right. Anyway, I don't want to do that. What are you talking about, Holly? Asia emerges as a powerhouse? Asia already is a powerhouse. Jesus. Oh, God. Who's this dude? Oh, LL Cool J. I knew he looked familiar. Holy shit, man. He's a big-headed motherfucker. Treat your time and energy like currency. Watch how you spend it and be careful what you invested in. Yeah, I like that one. I do like that. Let me. I'm gonna snap on that one, man. That's something I gotta put up. I should just leave this up. Boom, I love that. I love that. Very good, very nice. You need to run. Okay, Soy Dog Cowboy, you take it easy, man. Appreciate it. Sucklehorn, how's it going? Yeah, I'm doing all right. Oh. Slowly but surely. I'm like a turtle. Yeah, I'm okay, you know. I can't complain. I expect myself to be 100%, but, you know, it doesn't work that way. But I'm getting there, so that's a good thing. I'm moving in the right direction. Good night, good night. I read this magazine about happiness and we value money that said we value money when in fact... Well, listen, I mean, I'm not going to lie and say I don't like money. There's a lot of things you can do with money. But the thing with money is you can make more of it. With time, you can't make any more of it. You ain't getting any more time. You got a limited amount of time. That's one thing that I keep thinking about. My fucking time is limited. You know? And when I start feeling like, man, I'm in pain, I want to go into fucking surgery, I want to just go to sleep, or, you know, fuck, whatever happens, happens, I don't give a shit, just get me out of this fucking pain. I start thinking to myself, you know, money is nice and everything, but money wouldn't have helped me. Wouldn't have helped me, it didn't help me. I mean, you know. And by the way, I was very surprised when I looked at the bill, because, actually, I guess surprised is the wrong word. I don't want to say irritated. Maybe surprised is the right word. You know, I'm not surprised because I've heard this before, but the fentanyl that I was given it broke down to being far cheaper than the morphine. The morphine, I think it was 10,000 baht. Where, like, the fentanyl that I got was something like 1,000 baht. It was like 10 times more money for the morphine than it was for the fentanyl. I'll take money over time. I've already had enough time. Money cannot buy everything, not at least your health, but provides a nice standard of misery. Well, right now I only have 2 problems. And I've only had one problem, really. One, I wouldn't call it a problem. I'd call it a mitigating circumstance. And that has been, you know, I'd like to have more money. But now, I'd like to have better health and more money. So I got 2 things to think about. Yeah, well, it didn't feel very potent when they were giving it to me. Jesus Christ. None of that stuff did anything for me. At least for a period of time, none of the pain medication did anything. No. That's not how it works. Lori must be back at work. Dennis is enjoying himself in the beautiful Bahamas, which is where I learned to scuba dive. How many people scuba dive here? I'd like to scuba dive again, but I don't want to. Part of me wants to, and the other part is like, I can't do it because of my lungs, because I've had a punctured lung, collapsed lung, and I need to go and have it checked, and I don't want to go and do all that shit. I don't really care. I've already scuba dived. I'm not dying to go again. Huh. Wow. I did not know that. Yeah, that is why it's cheaper. It's because it's synthetic. That's completely the reason why. You know, which I think is great. If you can do it from synthetics, why, I mean, and it's, you know, yeah, I don't know how long it's been since I dove, but it's been a long time, maybe 30 years, something like that. But I got, oh, and you think fentanyl's not super regulated? I mean, come on, man. All that shit is super regulated. Fentanyl and heroin's called the bomb. I will say that the first couple times that they shot me up with fentanyl, I was like, damn, this is good. You know? So, anyway. Well, let me see something here. You know, I went into, when I went in this second time, the doctor who performed the surgery on my gallbladder is actually in the same place where I go get my shot in the ass for the testosterone. And so when I was hurting, I thought, I told the people downstairs, I don't want to go to the emergency room. I want to go and see the doctor. I think that if the doctor's there, I want to go in there. So I go in there and they go, oh, the doctor just left. And I'm, you know, in a lot of pain. And I told them what's up. And they said, oh, well, you need to go to the emergency room now. We'll take you down there. But they really helped me out. So I went in there the other day and was like, you know, thanking people for helping me. And I always feel good when I do that. What is this? Mr. Iron Horse. Yeah, I am the Iron Horse, huh? What is this here? Please. Oh, yeah, man. You kidding me? was like, give me more of that shit, man. It's not doing that much for me. And the reality was it didn't do all that much. Well, you know, you may have to suffer through some stomach well, a number of reasons. First of all, Waitangi is right down the street from my house. That's probably the biggest reason. If I was in between, I don't know which one I'd go to, because honestly, they're both they're higher end hospitals. They cost more. If I had it my way, I don't know if I would go to Waitangi again. Maybe I'd go to Lot Prao or Ramkhamhaeng. You know, Ramkhamhaeng took good care of me when I fell. That was the hospital I was in. When I fell from the 4th floor, they took good care of me, man. You know? So, I don't have anything against them, and I heard that their hospital just keeps getting better. You know? Lot Prao, I'm not so sure of. I've seen the rooms where they are and everything, and, you know, from what I've seen, it seems okay. But then, like, when I had hip surgery, I did it in Rajavech in Chiang Mai. And, you know, it wasn't what you would call a real high-end hospital, but it was, it was more than acceptable. It was perfectly fine. Doctors were good. Everything was good. You know, I mean, I can't complain. Nah, not necessarily the same doctors. Maybe some of them go, you know, hop around, but, you know, they're both places. Bumrungrad, you know, it's been forever. It's been a place that has taken care of foreigners. Waitangi specializes in people from the Middle East. And, you know, I don't know. I've found that for me, I like to keep a sharp eye on what they're charging and what they're doing and what they're saying. And, you know, like I said before, I had a problem with my card where I charged my card. And I used to charge my card all the time. I used to use this one card all the time. And they were like, there's no problem, boom, 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 I pay my bills. This time I went and they were like, oh, no, we have a problem. You know, it's denied. And I'm like, it's not denied. It's not fucking denied. There's more than enough money in there for it. It's been accepted and it's pending. You get your money when, you know, things go through. Sorry, I ain't giving you shit. And I had to go back and forth with them for 2 weeks about this. I didn't like that. And I don't like it. But apparently, you know, they have some new system that they're using to charge cards, and maybe my card is not the newest card. They tried to blame it on my card, of course. I wish people would just go, listen, we don't know what the fuck it is. Maybe it's us, maybe it's you. But they won't even do that. You know, that bugged me. Then I went for a follow-up, and I thought, well, you know, they said it was something about the Wi-Fi going out while they were trying to charge my card, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So I charged the 2,000 baht. Oh, sorry, sir, this has been denied. I go right back online on my phone while I'm standing there. I go, look at my account. This money has been withdrawn. It's not declined. Oh, let me see what I can do. They call up. Go back and forth. Oh, well, we haven't received the money yet. Can you pay us? I'm like, yeah, I'll pay this one. I'm not paying the other one. You're going to wait until it goes through. Right? And so what I find kind of, I don't want to say comical, because that's not how I feel. Frustrating. Is that here they are, where they charge your card, and they take money out of your account, and they can't explain it, and your bank is going, listen, the transaction went through. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. And yet they still want you to pay them. And you're going, what the fuck, man? No, I'm not going to pay you. So, just for everybody to know, the second time, I went back and forth with them. How much is it going to be? Can you tell me how much it's going to be? Will you tell me how much? Fuck. I was like, listen, I don't give a fuck about all the details in the middle. Just fucking tell me how much I got to pay. I don't want to hear all this shit. You know? And so finally they gave me a price. I go, okay, listen, I'm getting out. I go, you can't take my card. I'm going to have to pay you in a couple of days. Oh. It's always, oh my God, you can't pay us right now? I said, no, but you know, I came back and you got paid on the last one because you guys fucked up. You guys made a mistake, or it was, you know, the mistake between the system. I don't know what the fuck it was. You'll get paid. Not a problem. Oh, but nothing. Fuck you, I'm going home. So they brought out a paper, just so everybody knows. They're not going to throw you in jail. They're not going to say, they may say, oh, you have to stay here and keep trying to charge you. But they put out a paper in front of me that said, I agree to pay this much money in this much time. Like it said, this many months or whatever. You know, I understand, da-da-da-da-da. And then it said, if I don't pay this when I'm supposed to pay it, I agree to a 15% per month charge. Which is like, what? 15%? Fuck me. So what happened was I told them, you know, I'll be there on Monday. And Monday was a holiday in the United States. So I called them up and I said, hey, guess what? It's a banking holiday in the United States on Monday. Go ahead and check. I'm sorry, I'll be there tomorrow. Okay, no problem. They were really good about it. And then I went in and I paid them. And they were very happy and very nice. And you know what I think it is that the people who are ultimately in charge, the director, the owner, whoever it is, you know, they make these stipulations with the financial department and with how they treat the patients. And they're like, listen, under no circumstances let them out. Yeah, but nobody gives a fuck what you think, Holly. Nobody gives a fuck. That's the thing. So it's irrelevant. It is what it is. This is what they were charging. You know what I'm saying? So they got paid, you know. But man, what a pain in the ass that was. But for all of that, for the complaining, the doctors and nurses did a really good job, and they, you know, for the most part, they took good care of me. And you know, when I left, they're like, "Okay, bye, see you." You know, I was like, I hope I'm not coming back. You know, just like I told the doctor, I hope I don't come back to see you before my appointment. You know. My doctor looks like he's about, like, 20 years old. He really does look, he looks really, really young. But he's not. You know, he's got to be in his 30s. But he looks about 20. He looks like 18. You know, which I guess is a good thing for him. So, anyway, I don't know what else I got to talk about here. I think I'm about done. Money equals smiles. No money equals mistrust. Well, I mean, I can't blame them in a way. You know, yeah, exactly. There's a lot of tourists. Well, here's the thing. Yes, they will give you an itemized invoice in English. Yes, they will. However, for the majority of the time that I was in, they did not really want to speak English to me. I don't want to say they didn't want to. Maybe they wanted to, but were unable to. But I had to speak to them in Thai sometimes, and I start getting pissed off, and I'm feeling like shit. I'm in a bad mood. I don't want to speak in Thai. Listen, motherfucker. You got an international department. You say this is an international hospital. Bring somebody in who fucking speaks decent English. I don't feel like fucking speaking your language. You speak in my language. Be at a disadvantage. I don't want to be at a disadvantage. Because I am at a disadvantage if I have to speak about medical and financial terminology with them. You know, I mean, I'm just like, hey, bring somebody in here who speaks English. You know, but I mean, I did, you know, listen, I mean, I wasn't always very nice. I did yell at the one lady to get the fuck out of the... Poor lady. She's like doing her job. She comes in there. Hello, Sawadee Ka, Mr. Scott. Get the fuck out of here. What the fuck do you want? You come at the worst times. Get out of here. I'm in fucking pain. Leave me the fuck alone. Oh, God. Now I'm laughing about it, but I did apologize to her. It's not you personally, honey. I'm sorry. But I was in a lot of pain, and I was in fucking agony, and I did not want to hear you fucking harping on me about, well, the insurance is going to do this, and you need to pay that, and the percentage, and the... Shut the fuck up and get out of my face. I don't want to hear it. Isn't that kind of how it went, Longhorns? He was there when I was yelling at her. No, I don't apologize for swearing. I just apologize for giving her shit when she's only doing her job. But I did it because I was, you know, I think that was pretty close to when I was going to have the surgery, when I was supposed to go in, and they weren't there, and then they're like fucking trying to hit me up before I go into surgery. No, she was like, well, you should don't be like that. Be nice to them. I'm like, shut the fuck up. You shut up. Don't fucking tell me anything then. I was like, I was so fucking... in such a fucking bad way at that point that I didn't want to hear shit from anybody. Just fuck off and leave me a fuck alone. That's how I felt, you know. I mean, anybody who's been in a hospital when you feel like shit, and then you're in a fucking shitload of pain where you're like, you know, you're on all kinds of fucking drugs, and the drugs ain't doing shit, and you're still in a shitload of pain. And then some lady comes in, hello, we need to talk about your bill. Fuck you, get out of here. We'll talk about my bill afterwards. I don't want to even talk about it with you, because if I die, you ain't getting shit out of my wife, and you ain't getting nothing out of me. You know, get it out of my insurance company. Go fucking fight with the insurance company. Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, my wife wasn't laughing, though. She wasn't very happy about it. She's like, you don't have to be like this. Fucking A. I'm like, hey, I don't give a fuck. In this, I'm standing up to you here. Sorry, honey. You just shut up. You know? Don't even go there. I don't want to hear it. You know? But I do feel bad for the lady, because she was actually trying to be very nice about everything. But, you know, she's just doing her job. She's like... she don't know what to say. Then I'm like, and of course, when, you know, I said to her, hey, the doctors have already told me they think that this should be billed separately, as separate instances. And she said, okay, well, let me see what I can do. So then she comes back and she goes, this is a concurrent claim, and I'm like, wait a minute. There's no preamble, no, I'm very sorry, Mr. Scott. But, you know, I talked to the insurance company, and they've said that, I'm very sorry about this, but they've said that, you know, you're going to be charged, and your maximum is this much, and no, there was none of that. And I was like, wait a minute, so you're telling me that my insurance, who hasn't even seen me, their doctors haven't even seen me, they can determine everything, but yet my doctors who've seen me and who have looked at me and who have checked me out, no one gives a fuck what they say, even though your doctors work for you. I mean, the fuck is that? Anyway, I'm happy to be alive and be able to bitch. I should be happy that I'm alive and I can bitch and moan, if that's what I choose to do. So, what's going on here? All right. I think I've done enough venting. You didn't even bring me any fucking KY. Don't lie. Don't fucking lie. You didn't bring me no KY. And I probably would have fucking thrown it right back in your face anyway if you did. Would have been like, get that fucking shit out of my face. Oh, that's right. You had a tiny little tube of it. I was like, for as much as they want to ream me, I need a huge fucking... You better bring me a fucking 55-gallon drum. Nah, it wasn't that bad, but... Now I remember that. I don't know why you were carrying around a tube of KY. Kind of odd, don't you think? I mean, were you planning on, you know, doing something there? You like bending over one of the nurses or what? Getting a quickie in? I got fucking so much tequila now, I don't need more tequila. I mean, I can always use another bottle so I can have a little shot of this and shot of that, but fuck, I gotta sneeze. Shit. I'm not really drinking anything now. I've got that nice Isan rum. I'm dying to try that. But I need to make sure that it's okay. Yeah. Stephen, I don't know if you heard it, but I did say, you know, I do want to go back to Myanmar real soon. Even if it means me, you know, piecemealing it like I usually do, which means, you know, I buy a one-way ticket to get there like 2-3 months in advance, and then I buy the ticket. Once I know when I'm going to come back, I buy the ticket to come back, and then I get the visa, and then I get some fucking cheap hotel room, you know, that I'm not going to be, I don't have to pay for until I get there. You know, I'll probably do that, something like that. Hopefully Mr. Billy can go with me before he leaves, so we can have a real adventure. Ugh. So anyway, where's my little music at? 10:54, 2 hours. I keep it to 2 hours. I'm happy. You know. Oh shit! Did I turn that off? Input. Testing. Okay. All right. What travel talk was that? It was a good trip or series of vids on Burma's. Yeah, I actually have a lot of videos from that, Stephen. I'm going to put them up soon. I told myself this is one of the things I'm focusing on, because I'm not going to be focusing on streaming quite as much because, you know, I need to get back to the videos a little bit. I don't remember. Remind me before we sign off here what it was that I said. What did I say? I think I'm done with traveling. I just don't think I got the energy to do it anymore. Isn't that what I said? Something like that? I think that's kind of what I said. Fuck. Give it a week. Well, it took a couple more. It took a little longer than a week. What the fuck is going on here? This sucks, man. Where is it? Trying to get this, you know, I'm not exactly the best technically. Fuck. Yeah, it wouldn't have been too good, eh? Where is my thing that I want to see? Why is this not working? Let me try doing it this way. I don't understand it. I can't even get the audio to work. That is not a good thing. Let me see here. But I can do something else. There's more than one way. There's more than one way to skin a cat. All right. Let me see here. What's the little? Let me see here. There we go. That means it's time to sign off. Alright. Well, I'm not sure when I'll stream again. If anybody's interested in scuba equipment, let me know. Because I got a bunch of stuff I got to get rid of here. Wow. All of a sudden, everything went wacky. So that's a good time to say goodbye. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me. Hopefully the next stream I'll be somewhere out and about. Appreciate the patronage and the support and the nice words. I'm still getting them and everything. I really appreciate it. It's very nice. But I'll be back soon the way I want to be, hopefully. So until next time, arrivederci. bye.